Hi, welcome to yet another episode of Socio Ideologies with Ruku, best known as Socio Ideo with Ruku, a series that aims to prove how no reality truly fits an ideology. I'm Ruku Niti, and this is a Cause of Voices production. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing the topic classism, as well as looking at the various ideologies surrounding classism within our societies. Now, when we talk about classism, we are simply referring to the prejudice against people belonging to a particular social class. It could also be defined as a biased attitude towards or based on distinctions made between social or economic groups or classes. So within our communities, there are five main social classes. There is the upper class. These are the ones who have it, the haves. And then we have an upper middle class, lower middle class, the working class, and then the lower class, or the so-called poor. No reality truly fits an ideology, yet we still live life and actually treat classism and treat people from different social classes based on all these ideologies that we have heard concerning those classes. Now let's look at some of the ideologies that actually justify classism and that exist within our societies concerning classism. The first ideology we're going to discuss is the ideology which says you cannot marry someone of a different class from you, or someone who is from a lower class from yourself. Now this ideology is mostly used on the girl child. If I'm from a rich family, I'm then expected to marry someone who's also from a rich family. The moment I try to marry someone who is from a lower class than my own class, someone who's from a family that's of a lower class than my family's class, it becomes a problem, and it becomes the situation where I fight with my family because it's unacceptable. It's viewed as me being disrespectful to my parents. It's viewed as me being ungrateful, because parents then tend to bring up this issue where they say, we took you to private schools, we took you to boarding school, we trained you in this way, you cannot go and join a family that's of a lower class than ourselves. Now this ideology has been there for so long, and we've seen so many families tear apart based on this ideology. The problem with relationships that are built on materialistic benefits is that the day all those materialistic benefits are removed, there is no relationship left. Besides the fact that the day all those materialistic benefits are removed, there's no relationship. If we are always used to the fact that I'm the one who gives my sister, she's the one who says thank you, the day she wants something from me, something that doesn't require her bossing me around, it's going to be difficult for her to actually ask, because now there's this feeling that which says, how can she be asking me when she's the one who has it? So you find that we can no longer even have friends from a different class than us, or if you do have those friends, you cannot really be you cannot have a true bond, you cannot have a true connection. As Africans, we are simply known for neighborly love, we are known for Ubuntu, we are known for communism. But this culture of neighborly love and Ubuntu has been distorted by this whole idea of having classes, and now I do not associate with someone who's not of my class. I do not even talk to them. There's no longer this unity. But you cannot say you hate racism while you support classism, because it's one and the same thing, just towards different groups of people. If daughter goes ahead and marries someone of a lower class, he will always be viewed as inferior. He will always be the last one to be told important information. He will always be the one who is made to do less important work. He'll always be treated like an outsider and never really part of the family because of this so-called classes. Marriage should be based on love. Marriage should be based on compatibility. Marriage should never be based on social classes. Yes, we may say love doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't pay the bills. But at the same time, social classes don't pay the bills. And this whole ideology of classism tends to generalize or typecast people. For instance, it's believed that people who are from the lower class, the poor people, are lazy, which it might be true to a certain extent, because with every stereotype, it's usually a couple of people that have been examined and then it's discovered that they all have that same quality, and then now the quality is generalized for the rest of the group. But sometimes it's not the case. Some may just not be as privileged as others. Some may not have the platform to grow yet, to earn more yet. Racism has not only caused divisions within, maybe amongst families or within our families or amongst friends. It has also even caused all those divisions within neighborhoods. Back then, there was true neighborly love. I didn't care about my neighbor's social class. I would simply love my neighbor because they're my neighbor. I'll know that because they're my neighbor, I'm going to be there for you. Watching this episode on classism, if you like me or what I was talking about, then do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Girls of Voices, Girls with a Z. You could also find us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The name still stands as Girls of Voices. Remember, Girls with a Z. So soon after this episode, get busy, subscribe, like, follow. If we want a society that is completely free from classism, that is completely free from segregation and divisions, then it is up to us to stand up and get rid of classism. Remember, Murombo Munwo. So where I come from does not determine where I'm going, and my background does not determine the kind of person I am. Thank you for watching Socio Ideo with Ruku. I'm Ruku Faith Miti. Join me next time as we continue to discuss various ideologies that exist within our societies, but that are usually left unaddressed or that are simply ignored. Until then, goodbye.